Faith. It begins where reason ends, or where reason is afraid to go. From the dawn of civilization, humanity has looked to the sky for meaning. Lightning struck, and we saw the anger of gods. The sun rose, and we called it a blessing. A child was born, and we whispered, "It's a miracle." Faith was our first language, the poetry we wrote before we learned to measure the stars. But what happens when faith stands alone, without reason or proof? Is it noble or merely comforting? The need to believe to understand faith. We must understand ourselves. Humans are pattern-seeking beings. We find meaning in randomness because uncertainty terrifies us. Our brains evolved not for truth, but for survival. Seeing a face in the dark, even if it wasn't there, could save your life. So belief became our instinct. We were built to believe first, and question later. Faith is not an error. It's an echo of evolution. The same impulse that helped us survive now shapes our gods, our morals, and our politics. We believe because it feels safer than admitting we do not know. The comfort of the unknown faith gives comfort where knowledge brings discomfort. Science explains, but explanation is often cold. The heart wants poetry, not equations. When the world feels meaningless, faith paints it with color. When tragedy strikes, it gives purpose. When life ends, it promises continuation. But the more we rely on faith to soothe us, the less we rely on reason to free us. Believing without evidence is not intelligence. It is surrender. And yet, sometimes, surrender feels divine. The psychology of belief faith lives not in logic, but in emotion. Belief activates the same neural pathways as love and trust. We believe not because of facts, but because of feelings. When truth threatens our worldview, the brain defends the belief. It bends reality for comfort. Faith, politics, and identity, they all act as armor against the storm of doubt. Faith without evidence becomes a mirror, reflecting our fears and hopes. It isn't about God, it's about us. The beauty and the danger faith can inspire art, sacrifice, and love. It can unite the broken and move mountains. But beauty is not truth, and comfort is not freedom. Faith becomes dangerous when it demands obedience, silences questions, or replaces curiosity with fear. The same faith that builds cathedrals can burn heretics. The same belief that brings peace to one heart can start wars in another. Faith must evolve, not die. The evolution of faith, imagine faith as courageous wonder, not blind trust. Purified by reason, it becomes curiosity. Guided by humility, it becomes wisdom. Blended with compassion, it becomes understanding. Maybe faith was never meant to replace evidence, only to carry us until evidence arrived. Perhaps true faith isn't belief in gods, but in humanity's capacity to keep asking questions. Between fear and freedom, faith without evidence is seductive. It gives answers before questions, makes chaos feel safe, and pain feel meaningful. But when we stop questioning, faith becomes superstition, the ghost of reason left to rot. To question faith is not to destroy it, but to refine it. Anything that crumbles under inquiry was never sacred. Faith that fears doubt is insecurity disguised as devotion. True faith welcomes doubt, because doubt keeps it honest. The final reflection faith. It can comfort or control. Heal or divide. Save or enslave. The question is not whether faith is real, but whether you are. Because maybe the greatest act of faith is daring to think.